Welcome to the Garmin Fenix A6 launch event at Chamonix with Hossler from Garmin, who is going to take us through the Garmin 6 range now, starting with one of the three watches, 6S, 6 himself, and 6X. Let's go.
So first, 6S. So this is our smallest of them. It's a 42 millimeters diameter. We've managed to, we use the same display size as the previous Fenix 5S, but we've thinned it down. So it's a little bit thinner, a little bit more sleeker, and it's a really beautiful design. So we've got a lot of different styles for people, a lot of different colors, and different feature sets. So it's a great watch. So I'll dive in a little bit into what the features are. So, first I want to show off the quick fit bands. So these bands they are the best bands on the market. I honestly can't. I'm very biased, but I truly believe that. So it's so easy to change them out. So if you want to use silicone, if you want to use leather, metal bands, you just pop them on, pop them off. There's nothing easier, and they're incredibly rugged and robust and tough. So in addition to that, we have a new heart rate sensor. So we're bringing in pulse ox and the acclimation features of pulse ox down to all the SKUs. And what pulse ox is it's a blood saturation for how much oxygen is in your blood. So it's a really nice way for those who are acclimating to a new elevation or simply as a health thing to monitor. So great new feature. And as I turn this around, you can see that we really don't take any shortcuts in terms of quality and design. So premium materials and really we spend tons of attention on the details. So if we dive into the watch a little bit, you can see this watch face. We've got a new watch face where we're really taking advantage of the outside of the display and bringing in a lot more data onto our watch faces. It's all customizable. You can change these out easily in the user interface. One thing I want to show is we've had widgets in our watches for a long time, which are supposed to be glanceable features that you can access very quickly. What we've done is make them much simpler and more glanceable, so we call them widget glances. So as you scroll through the watch, you can see these different metrics very quickly, and from a high-level summary, so you see multiple widgets on the page at once, and if you want to enter into one, you just press enter, and it pulls it up and shows you that feature. So it's a really nice way to kind of get a quick summary of all the different biometric sensors or environmental sensors or training features that we have on the watch. So as we dive into activities, Fenix is known for having a wide variety of activities. So when you first get your watch, this is a screen you might see, and it's where you can customize which activities you want to be in your watch out of box. So you set up your favorites and some other activities that you want, and each one is unique. We spend a lot of time working on these to make sure that we're giving each user and each customer base a really good experience and a lot of powerful features. So one thing I'll cover as well is we have a controls menu, and this is something we've recently introduced in the past, in the last Fenix, but we keep evolving it, and it's a really powerful, quick way to access a bunch of tools that you might want to use periodically, but you want to access quickly when you need them, like a timer. I have young kids, and I use my timer every day, so you can quickly scroll around to the timer, set a timer for 5 minutes, boom, start it, go. And it's just so fast and easy, and that's really an area that we give some focus. I'll talk about a lot of features in these videos, but one I wanted to talk about is Pace Pro. And we have maps on our watch, and an important part of maps is we want to use them for a lot more than just maps, and we want to use them for the data that's inside of it and make features that are really simple and actionable. And Pace Pro is a great feature that uses our maps, but shows it in a really nice way that is simple. So what Pace Pro is doing is looking ahead at your course and suggesting pacing based on the elevation and contour changes, so the grade of that course coming up. So it's a great new feature. I've got a bunch of other features with battery life, the power manager feature that allows you to extend the battery life if you're watching, much better control over what you're changing. We have new map data like preloaded ski runs and much more. So check these out. They're great watches, and look forward to hearing the feedback.
What would be the price positioning for this watch as compared to the brother and sister in the range?
Yeah, so we start this range at $599, and that's for our more entry-level watches, and it goes up to about $1149 based on the materials and accessories that you choose to go with that watch. So it's a wide range, but it is a nice premium watch, and it's because we put a lot into this thing.
And other than the size, of course, the battery life, what would be the battery life for this versus its brothers?
Yeah, so it's significant improvements in battery. So in terms of battery life, we're looking at, as a smartwatch, it's going to last 9 days. As a GPS with a GLONASS and GPS on, it's going to last for 25 hours, which is a huge step up from our previous products. And then if you're streaming music, it's going to last for 6 hours. If you are in max battery mode, which is more of it's one of our power mode profiles, but it's a really low power GPS mode, turns off some sensors, we're going to get up to 50 hours. We have an expedition GPS activity that is takes a GPS sample once an hour and then turns off at night, so it's for these long-term expedition type activities, and that'll be 20 days. And then as a battery saver mode, so a really low power, just a watch, it's going to last for 34 days. So a wide range of battery life numbers, but together it makes a really compelling experience.
Well, thanks a lot, John, and looking forward for the rest of the range.
Thanks.